Hi everybody, how are you doing? I hope everybody is well. Welcome to Moonmoth, and we're back here to see what's happened this week. And I hope everybody is well, and I have had a greeting to everybody this morning on my way in. So I know everybody's here and everyone's happy, everybody's well. So onwards and upwards, let's have an explore. I have come in from a different side, from the southeast end, and it all leads to the same middle, but it's just an end that I don't usually come through, and I usually come in over here, right over that area. You can see where the light path is. That's the footpath. I usually come in over there. So today I have come in through this gap over here. Right through here. Just going to take my time zooming on this. Today it's very, very windy. You can hear the wind. So if you're hearing tree knocks, it is the wind. I'm guessing it's going to be the wind. So I'm going to try and make my way through this gap here. Now it'll be less crunchy underground now. What is this? So look here, just a small stick. See how thick it is? If you put my hands against there, you can see how thick that stick is. My stick. Completely different colour. It's stripped of bark and poked in the ground. Rather large X on the ground, but just made of twigs. It's not a tree, it's just made of twigs. Look at this, the colour of the bark. Look how vivid that green is. Isn't that wonderful? Wonderful colour to that bark. Just amazing. So more three-dimensional stuff here. Give you an idea of the size of that. If I put my hand there, that's about 3 feet off the ground. So as I've said before with these breaks, I do wonder if something in these breaks is about a shadow that is cast either by the moon or is cast by the sun. Now I've got a very clear, defined path here, and I'm going to look for a footprint or two. What I would say is that the visitors from British Columbia are here. We have acknowledged them before, but I want to acknowledge them again today, because I do know that they are observing again today. And if they wish to interact, it would be lovely. I would be very pleased. And I'd like to accept them into the human world. That mouldy old tree again. Gone very mouldy. So I'm keeping my eye out for footprints, because the ground is nice and soft and damp, and it will maintain the footprint. At least when it's damp like this, we don't get the crunching sound as if we're walking on cornflakes. Now, wow, how often do we pass through this area? Usually every week, but it just looks completely different. I had a little visitor this week through the night, and it was Gafeba. And Gafeba was showing me things with trees. She was trying to explain energy of trees and energy of the land and all around us. What she's doing is learning to communicate with mind speak. So if you like, she's practicing it out on me, which is lovely. She is so welcome to do that. And she was explaining the people in her way. We are the earth, we are the trees, we are the sky, we are everything that is around you. Now I am going to turn around, because that was a snap up here. A little zoom. So I believe that the leader of the Canadian family is called Dafus. D-A-F-U-S. I think that's correct. So hello Dafus. Good morning. Just me and a few hundred viewers in the camera. Good morning, and I hope your family is well. I think he's surprised that I have acknowledged him head on like that. He's saying thank you. We are pleased to be here. That's what he's saying, we are pleased to be here. So Dafus, whereabouts are you standing? As I'm standing now, you're saying over to my right. In this direction. So, in this direction. Right, so he says down here, dead center, he says. Down here, dead center. I'm going to zoom in on you. Thank you, Duffus, for pointing out where you... Is that where your family are standing as well? They are behind you. Well, we'll have a look at those photographs and see if we can see you. Thank you, Duffus. That's very kind. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is just head straight up for the area of the gifting tree. Another circle here. Now, as I walk up the hill, well, look how empty that bit is here. And we frequently come up here, and it's never looked that empty. That is sometimes what I call the forest changing, and it may be in a couple of weeks' time we won't be able to find that area again. It'll be full of trees. When I'm walking up here, the farthest distance you can see, if I can sort of point it out over here, see this area where the tree line is? I frequently catch movement when I'm editing this. I frequently catch movement of people walking, a person that walks left to right. So, top of the hill is up here, and I have the same thing happening here, going this way. So I think we are frequently shadowed. Lovely, really lovely. So the autumn is definitely upon us. Season's changing. So the time of day that I visit here I'll have to bring forward to be much earlier. Start to lose light around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And our headlights are on about 6:30 these days. Just the changing of the season. Now Daphos is telling me that he is right behind us now. I should also say, a back is back home. All his weeks of travelling away, he's back home. That really busy spell earlier on, a few weeks ago, with the Bidens Union. Wow, that's a massive week of busyness for them. So I think Bidey's quite well. I think her and Sobe are well. Well, I think we'll check in on them today and see if we can speak with them. First of all, we have some pitted dates, lovely dates, and then we have some hazelnuts, then we have some mackerel fillets, then we have some walnuts, some cashew nuts, and look, some licorice. So I'll get those put on the tree. More apples. Oh look, a mango. And not more apples, yes, more apples. Oh, another mango. Pink ladies. Oh, hit a branch, sorry. Pink lady apples. I've got to just do a side step because there's all sorts of crackling of branches down here. What is that knocking noise? How peculiar. I don't know if you can pick it up. It's almost like Morse code. Very strange. Right. Then we have some new peanut butter. I thought I'd try this. This is a glass jar, and that lid is super tight. So we're going to see how they manage to get a lid off. I suspect with no trouble at all. Then we have the dates. We have the dates, the hazelnuts, the fish, the walnuts, the cashew nuts, the licorice, and I thought, just as a nice little surprise, the little Gefaber and a Bieber, and they can sort these out and they can distribute them to who they think, or share them with whom they think they should be. Some little pink cupcakes. I don't think it's anybody's birthday today, but it's beginning to look like a grocery store. This was the old gifting spot, the old gifting trees, and I would hang the stuff on the front of these trees. Oh, where was that coming from? That was in this direction. I don't know if you heard it. Rat tat tat with sticks. Somewhere in this area? Really strong wind, isn't it, folks? So if we look back on the gifting area, anybody who just happened to be walking through this forest, which just doesn't really happen, you can't even see in the dead ahead. That's where all the apples are on the tree. Very, very difficult to see. So I think it's the wind that is clattering these trees. Very cleared area. Very cleared area. When I came up the hill, I was saying that sometimes things look different, and it happens frequently. An area suddenly looks different. That area that we've just been up there completely cleared. Other times that would be busy with sticks, and it would look like it was full of trees. So I asked a long time ago about this and backgrounds changing. And I said, is that just our imagination? The answer is no, it's not. Is that them putting something there so we don't see something? It could be the case, to protect them. Or little ones. The other thing is, I just get the sense, and I have asked Abak about this actually this morning, that some of this, the backgrounds that we see, have, if you like, it's almost like a holographic effect. So is what we see necessarily there? No. That might be. That's definitely there, isn't it, folks? Is this to do with the veil? We ask this question. Some of it is. Now I believe what I'm hearing is something about it's a different perspective. Seeing things from a different perspective. Right. Abak is telling me to talk about the eye. And the way we see things, the way a camera sees things. Is that what you wanted to mention? Yes. Right. So the way a camera sees things, a reflex lens, it's an upside down image. And then it's converted to an image that we recognise as being a vertical image. Correct? Well, not everything is like that. Not everything needs to be put into a position that is acceptable to the eye. From their perspective, nothing needs to be as we would view it, horizontal, from our viewpoint, looking down on it. And I think I've mentioned this before. It might be that you need to be looking from underneath a particular tree break, a particular glyph, and looking at it as if it was in reverse. So if it is lying on the ground, imagine the ground was a glass plate with a camera, or with your eye below it, and you would see it from a different viewpoint. That's what they're trying to teach us. It's all about expanding our horizons. So instead of me facing this tree here, I'm going to go for this tree with all that stuff on the front of it, lots of sticks on the front of it, and we've got this big leaner, 10 or 12 foot leaner, and up to the tree where it bends. We focus in on that, and then it comes back up on itself this way. So we're looking at it from this visual shape and seeing it. So what I think Abak is telling us, imagine the view that that tree has of those sticks and the glyphs. So not everything is in the position we see it at that particular viewpoint. That's what he's saying. Sometimes we are viewing it from the wrong side. Is that correct? We are viewing it from the wrong side. And this reminds me, when I first started doing this, Abak said to me, don't forget to look up. Don't forget to look up. I think that was him telling me about the stars and the shapes, the things that the stars create. Constellations, the shapes, the patterns they make. And I think that a lot of these glyphs may be replicating the shapes of the stars, the constellations, the path, the orbit of planets. So Abak is saying to me, absolutely my dear, absolutely. As if I know what I'm talking about. My information, any information I get comes from the people. They help me with anything. So I'm going to say, let's have a look at this area here. This is cleared out. I'm not going to go into it, but what I'm going to do is point the camera at the trees. Now, do we start to see faces in the top of the trees? Are they using the energy from the trees to present themselves? See what you can see. Sometimes they're massive faces, but if I look in this area right in the middle, to the right of the big dark tree that's in the centre of the screen there now, to the right of that, I can clearly see facial imagery. Can you pick it out? The closer you get into it, the tinier the images you'll see. Then you realise that one face is made up of many, many faces. So what can you see to the right of that tree? So, on behalf of everybody here, our viewers, I want to see if I can speak with a Biden. See if a Biden, are you able to mind speak with me, Bidey? She's saying, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It was a wonderful day. She's talking about her union. When she had a union ceremony. And you saw that in the video, a remarkable day. She's saying we've travelled to visit. Did you visit the PNG to visit Sobei's relatives? It was beautiful. It's beautiful. And Sobei is kind. Sobei is kind. He makes me happy. I do miss my family. But we speak every day, so she's checking in with the family every day. At prayers, did you say? At prayers. When do you have prayers? At the start of their day. And at the end of their day. So what she's saying is thank you, kind thoughts, thank you, kind thoughts. So I think she's saying thank you to you, the viewer, for your kind thoughts. Everyone was so kind. Apprehensive. She was apprehensive. Was that before the ceremony? Right, so she was apprehensive before the ceremony. Nervous. She was nervous and apprehensive. Isn't that fantastic? Well, thank you, Bidey. What we'll do is we'll stay in touch, Bidey. We'll stay in touch. Because everybody that watches the channel will be keen to know what you're doing and how you're getting on. And especially when you decide to have little children. I think she's embarrassed by that. Okay. Is this the sort of usual thing that you see in a forest, folks? Is this usual? What do you think? Is this normal in the forests that you live? If you walk in your forests, is this kind of thing normal? Just a normal falling of the trees. Is this normal, folks? Do you think this is normal? Do you think this is normal? Does anybody believe that human beings come out in the night and sort these trees in random shapes? Really random shapes. Specific low-level bends, high-level bends, X's, things. Do you think it's a human activity that does this? I'm being tongue-in-cheek, folks. For anybody who thinks that this is all just the imagination of a few strange people, I would say to you, wakey wakey, think again. Think again. Because this, what looks like random shapes, are not so random. They're repeated again. Like this over here. See the similar design to this? How random is that? Is it just random? Pure accident? They fell in that shape? Of course they did. Did they just fall in that shape up here? Is that natural falling? Of course they did. How could you believe otherwise? What about this? Just a natural occurrence of trees falling? Yeah, this is normal. This happens in every forest. This is absolutely normal. This is the normal way trees fall. Don't you agree, folks? I mean, there's an awful lot of people who think that that is normal, that that just happens naturally. Don't you want to just go up to them and say, "You have not had your coffee today. Wakey wakey." So for this week, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, we shall leave it here. And I would say to the family who have accompanied me, I would say thank you. They've helped me with questions and answers. I would say thank you very much. Thank you for allowing us all to come here. And I think everybody enjoyed hearing Bidey's news. And we, like I say, we will stay in touch with Bidey. We will. And I know there is a space. There's a space in Mercury's life now. There is a hole, there's a gap. Because Mercury and Bidey are very, very close. Closest in age. But not just sisters, but like besties as well. So Mercury is feeling that hollow. So thank you everybody. And until next week, we'll see you again. Okay. Bye now. Bye.